The International Business Times is reporting on an interesting situation involving U.S. troop presence in Okinawa. They say tens of thousands of protesters took to the streets Sunday to stage a massive demonstration against the presence of U.S. military bases on the Japanese island of Okinawa following the arrest of an American suspected of raping and murdering a local 20-year-old woman. The killing of the woman, who had been missing for several weeks when her body was found last month, sparked a major outrage in Okinawa, where tensions have been running high over crime linked to American troops. The U.S. contractor was arrested on May 19th on suspicion of abandoning the woman's body. He is a former Marine. So, I didn't know about this, but this is one of many crimes that the troops committed. So, in the 1990s, there was the rape of a 12-year-old girl by 3 soldiers, which is mind-blowing and beyond disturbing. And there's been repeated drunk driving incidents as well that have led to accidents. There was one person who got on the freeway and drove the wrong way, and then people crashed and people died. Now, listen to this fact. This blew my mind. I had no clue about this. Okinawa hosts 50,000 U.S. nationals, including 30,000 military personnel and civilian contractors. And the people are saying, hey, we don't fucking want you here. We want you to go. And every now and then you're committing these really, really grotesque crimes. And this is unnecessary. Get the fuck out. So what's my take on this? Yeah, get the fuck out. I don't get it. I never got it. You know, this idea that the world would crumble instantly if the United States didn't have over 900 military bases. No, you could cut those military bases in half today, and we'd be better off. Because I don't think the security situation would devolve, and I also think we'd be able to save money. It's hilarious how politicians always tell us in the U.S., universal health care, we don't have the money for that. Oh, universal college, sorry, we can't be like other modern nations. But do we have endless money for the military? Do we have a bloated military budget? Do we have over 900 military bases? Yes. It's massively unnecessary. Now, the neocons their fucking heads would explode hearing me talk about this, but it's true. They think that for whatever reason, when the United States gets to run the world and be the sole empire, that we're so much more moral than every other empire. No, human nature is what it is, and we've proven that we're very similar to other empires. Now, obviously, there's outliers that are on the bad end of the spectrum that would have been way worse than us. Obviously, Hitler, you go down the list. But many of the things that we end up doing, we end up acting in our own self-interest. And that we don't care about altruism, we don't care about humanitarianism. If that was the case, we wouldn't be allies with Saudi Arabia, who have been described as ISIS that made it. They have the same ideology as ISIS. We're going to be friends with the people that say all atheists are terrorists and act like we care about human rights. We're going to team up with Malaysia on a trade deal when they, quote, tolerate slavery and pretend like we care about human rights. No, most of it is about power and control and natural resources and business interests and corporate interests. Corporations have bought our government, and in many respects, the military acts as a militant arm of a wing of American corporations. You don't believe me? Go look at American history. Look at what happened when we overthrew the Iranian government in 1953. Why did we do that? Why did we prop up a dictator in Iran? You tell me. It was for the fucking oil. It was so that America and Britain could get that oil and get it for cheap. And if Mohammad Mossadegh stayed in power, he was looking to do good by his people and not Westerners who just came in and jacked their resources. Go look at the history. Go look at the banana wars. Now, obviously, that's old school. But that was a clear example. We're just going to go in, topple the government, and jack your bananas. Our banana companies want bananas, so fuck off. I mean, this is the history of it. And now we have instances where we still have bases all over the place. Some bases are fucking gigantic. Now, some admittedly are very small, but there's no argument. There's no argument for this. So we need America and Japan for crickets. I hear dick. I hear nothing. When, by the way, the Japanese government is saying, hey, we'll do our own shit now. We'll do our own shit. We can have a military now, and we're going to move in that direction, and we're going to do our own protection. And why should we be there, number one, on principle? Number two, when there's so many stories like this that come out, and the people just don't fucking want us there. That's not an argument anymore. That's not an excuse anymore. Well, I mean, they want us there, so what are we going to do? We're going to have to say that. No, they're telling you we don't want you there. Over 50,000 fucking people came out. 65,000 people were like, get the fuck out of here. So, yeah, I agree with them. Get the fuck out of here. I don't like breeding hatred of America around the world. I don't. We covered the poll in a recent story. 66,000 people were asked in 65 different nations, what country is the biggest threat to world peace? Number one by a mile, America. You think I like that as an American? I don't fucking like that. I don't like that. Why can't we just use our military for self-defense like normal people? We're going to be all right if we can do that, and we can take those resources that we're wasting on that front and put it towards the people here at home, spend on infrastructure, spend on jobs, spend on healthcare, spend on education. I know, but I'm the radical one, even though I'm advocating what the overwhelming majority of the American people agree with.